go, Evan.
So gorgeous. You fix your dress, put it back.
Good evening, everyone. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you here today as we celebrate the marriage of Mara Ann Papaleo and Evan Scott Markoff. We come here tonight as family and friends, not only to celebrate, but to witness their commitment to each other, to offer our support, to share in their joy, and to show our love. People often rush into marriage, usually with the best of intentions, but without really understanding what they're getting into. They don't fully understand the level of commitment and sacrifice that a lasting marriage requires. This is something that cannot be said about Mara and Evan. They have not rushed into anything. In fact, many of us have wondered what has taken them so long. What have they been waiting for? Well, regardless of the reason, they have waited, and they have taken their time. In fact, they met a little over 11 years ago when they worked together at a local Bob Evans restaurant. Love did not blossom from this early meeting. At the time, they were merely co-workers. It was a chance encounter at a music concert a few years later that led them to the place they are today. A music concert held in the basement of a club in Cleveland Heights called the B Spot at the Grog Shop. And I offer this little bit of trivia for the 3 or 4 of you out there who know what the Grog Shop is, which is my 2 daughters and maybe 1 or 2 other people. Soon after that chance encounter, they began to date, which eventually led to a relationship, which eventually led them to where we are tonight. But this eventuality did not happen overnight. In fact, it has been over 6 years in the making. During these past 6 years, Mara and Evan have slowly gotten to know everything about each other. They've gotten to know what makes the other tick. They've learned about each other's dreams and aspirations. They've gotten to know each other's families, and they developed a plan for their future. A few years ago, they took the step of moving in together, further strengthening their commitment to each other. Then, about 1.5 years ago, they purchased their first house, a place which will serve as a space on which they will continue to build their future. It's an old house and it needs a little bit of work, but in many ways it's emblematic of their relationship. It's got a great foundation and tremendous possibilities for the future. And so, when Mara and Evan wake up tomorrow morning, they won't have to wonder what they've gotten themselves into. They already know. They really do. They've spent the last 6 years learning what they need to know about each other and about what makes for a strong relationship. There won't be any surprises. There won't be any second guessing. They are ready to take their commitment to the next level. And that is what has brought us all here tonight. Now, Mara and Evan chose to make their vows to each other in a private ceremony that took place about an hour ago. So at this time, we'll just continue with the proceedings with a declaration of intent and the exchange of rings. Mara and Evan, do you come here today freely and without reservation to enter into a marriage as companions, living together as one? Do you promise to love, respect, assist, and look after each other for the rest of your lives?
We do.
We do.
I don't think they could hear you.
We do.
Do you, Evan, offer yourself to Mara to be her loving husband, to be her friend, her lover, and her lifelong companion? Do you promise to share your life with her, build your dreams together, support her through times of trouble, and rejoice with her in times of happiness?
I do.
What?
I do.
And Mara, do you offer yourself to Evan to be his loving wife, to be his friend, his lover, and his lifelong companion? Do you promise to share your life with him, build your dreams together, support him through times of trouble, and rejoice with him in times of happiness?
I do.
All right.
There you go.
That one we heard. All right, do we have the rings?
We have the rings.
Mara, place the ring on Evan's finger
Isn't it lovely?
and repeat after me. With this ring, I take thee, Evan,
With this ring I take thee, Evan,
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
I offer all that I am in return,
I offer all that I am in return,
and pledge to remember for the rest of our lives
and pledge to remember for the rest of our lives
why we unite here today.
why we unite here today.
And now, Evan, place the ring on Mara's finger.
Are you ready to
You didn't put it on.
Yeah, put it on.
Yeah.
left?
No, you're bugging out.
There we go.
Evan, your turn. Please repeat after me. With this ring, I take thee, Mara,
With this ring I take thee, Mara,
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
I offer all that I am in return,
I offer all I am in return,
and pledge to remember for the rest of our lives
and pledge to remember for the rest of our lives
why we unite here today.
why we unite here today.
And now, Mara and Evan, you have declared before all of us here today that you will live together in marriage. You have made special promises to each other and have symbolized your union by the exchange of rings. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may celebrate with a kiss. Yeah, fun. Get the glass. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Evan and Mara Markoff.